Hello friends, today we will discuss about the different type of variables in the inventory control and also about the symbols used to different type of problem for inventories. Now what are the variables in the inventory problem are? There are particularly two types of inventory problem variables. Number one is known as the controlled and the second one is known as the uncontrolled. Let's check for the control variables. Now when we are discussing about the control variables, that include three basic questions, and those are: number one, how much quantity of an item should be ordered? That means how much quantity of an item should be ordered. The second question arises in mind: when should be the order be placed? That means how much the first one, total number of quantity. Second one, when, that means when that should the order should be placed. And the third one, the completion stage of the stocked item. That means whenever the stocked item is completed. Now when we are discussing about the uncontrolled variables, those include the holding costs, shortage cost, and also the setup cost. We have to remember the total inventory cost is particularly the addition or the summation of purchase cost of inventory item and the ordering cost and the carrying cost and also the shortage cost. So total inventory cost is including the summation of purchase cost of inventory items, the ordering cost, the carrying cost and also the shortage cost. Now there are other factors that also involved in inventory analysis. The first one is known as the demand. The number of items required per period. It may be known exactly, that is deterministic, or in terms of probability. That means if we know total number of items required per period is just exact, so it is type of, the demand is type of deterministic. And in term of probabilistic, that means when total number of the item required is not exact, it is in between a range, then we can say that is the demand is probabilistic or based on the probability, or maybe completely unknown. That means we also cannot give the demand is according in a range, not only exact, not in range, but completely unknown. So that may happen also with the demand. Second one, that is most important already, and that is known as the lead time. The time gap between the placing of an order and the actual arrival of the inventory is known as the lead time. Once again, the time gap or the time between the placing of an order and the actual arrival of the inventory is known as the lead time. If lead time is known and is not equal to 0 and also the demand is deterministic, the order has to be in advance by the time equal to the lead time. That means we know the demand and there is some time required after placing the order to get the order. That means the lead time is not equal to 0. So that means we have to place the order by advance, because we know the demand rate is also here as deterministic, that means exact. So we know the total number of demand is which we need, and we need some time after giving the order to get the order. So we have to give the order in advance by the time equal to the lead time also. If lead time is 0, that means there is no particular time gap between the order and the place received or the person or the demand received. So there is no need to be the order in advance. The third one is particularly the amount delivered or the supply of goods. The supply of goods may be instantaneous or spread over a period of time. That means whatever the demand is, the supply is just whatever we have demanded, then it is coming in the same way, in the same number of stock, but that may be instantaneous, or it may be, suppose we are giving 100 number of amount for the demand, so it may be the supplier is giving us the total 100 number, or it may be spread over a period of time. That means during the 6 months the supplier is giving us the demand, that 100 number of stock. If a quantity Q is ordered or purchased or produced, the amount delivered may vary around Q with a known probability density function. Now the fourth one, that is known as the order cycle, and that is also very important. The time period between placement of two successive orders, that is known as the order cycle. Once again, the time period between the placement of two successive orders. The order cycle is dependent on two types of below inventory review systems. The number one, continuous review, that means two-bin system. This type of review happens when inventory level is in certain lower limit or reorder level. And another one, that is known as the periodic review. This type of review happens periodically and orders are placed. The first one means when we need a certain amount of stock for the company. When the stock is below some level, then the review is happening, and that is known as the continuous review, and we are ordering. Periodic review, whatever be the stock is, we are just reviewing, we are just in review of the stock, that how many is there, and we are, suppose after 1 month, each and every month we are giving some order. So that is based on the periodic review. Another one is known as the time horizon. The time period over which the inventory level will be controlled is known as the time horizon. Now, for the problems of inventory control, whatever by the symbols we are using here, the C1, that is known as the holding cost per quantity unit per unit time. C2, the shortage cost per quantity unit per unit time. C3, that is ordering or the setup cost per order. R, that is known as demand rate. K, representing production rate. Small t, that is scheduling time period, which is variable. TP, that is known as the prescribed scheduling time period. Small x, demand during prescribed period TP with probability Fx. Small y, demand during lead time capital L with probability Gx. Small z, that is order level or stock level. Capital D, the total demand or annual demand. Small q, that is known as the quantity already present in the beginning. Capital L, the lead time. And small fx, that is probability density function for demand, small x. From the next video, we will discuss about the problems of different models on inventory control.